Hi there. I just thought I would do a really quick run through for you. There's been a lot of talk in the media in the last few days about the model tenancy being changed by the government and the fact that it now allows landlords to take pets. Now, there seems to be a little bit of confusion, as always with the media. They love a headline. Now, the model tenancy is exactly that. It's a template that the government have put together that landlords and letting agents can use if they wish. It doesn't have to be used. If you have your own tenancy agreement that you prefer to use and it's up to date, you can use that. Now, what normally happens when the model tenancy is updated is it just gives us an idea of the legislation that may be coming in the future. Now, if we've read the model tenancy, which I'm sure all of you have, it actually states that landlords have 28 days to give a reasonable excuse why they are refusing a pet. Now, this doesn't mean that there is a blanket rule in place now where landlords must accept pets and there's no exceptions. There's always exceptions. So it's just understanding that this model tenancy is nothing more than just a helpful guide that the government have put together of what they believe a model tenancy agreement would look like. You do not have to use it. You do not suddenly have to start accepting pets. Now, it's interesting just to be mindful of the fact that there is currently a bill going through Parliament. This is basically a private member's bill. It's had its first reading and it's got approval at that stage. We are waiting for the second reading. Now, that has been postponed at a date to be announced. Now, I expect most bills going through Parliament that aren't related directly to COVID will have some serious amount of time on a shelf before they start getting second readings and progressing any further. So if you are a landlord or a letting agent and you're concerned that this model tenancy means you suddenly have to start accepting pets, don't worry, you don't. However, you do need to give your tenant a reasonable excuse as to why you're not accepting pets. The only exception really to this refusal is if the pets are in any way a support or service animal. So we're talking about dogs that are specifically trained as support animals for anxiety or a medical condition such as epilepsy, and obviously guide dogs that we know more commonly. Now, those would come under the Equality Act, and it would be discrimination if you blanketly said no, they can't have the pet. But obviously, if the pet can't be in the property due to lease issues or anything like that, you can give that as a reasonable excuse, but you just need to be mindful if it's a support or service animal that it may be discrimination. So just to recap, yes, the model tenancy came out with a renewed clause that landlords can't blanketly refuse pets, but it doesn't mean it's new legislation. Sit calm for now. I'll keep you updated of the bill going through Parliament, but that won't be happening anytime soon. Thanks for listening, guys.